Welcome back to another reaction video. This one's to Dreamcatcher Odd Eye. I said I was going to do this right off the Boca to continue and finish off the dystopian storyline. So far, Scream is still my favorite, but Boca is very good. Very, very good. It's very different. It's not as heavy as Scream, but I did like the sort of EDM type vibe in the chorus, or at least what I got from the EDM that I used to listen to when I was younger. But we're gonna listen to Odd Eye, the official music video. I'm going to avoid, as you said, one of the commenters said to avoid Mnet type videos, like the dance videos and everything like that. Not specifically dance videos, but their videos, like sort of their live stuff. So I'll stick to the music videos, unless you have another alternative. But let's jump into it. Okay. So if I'm getting better, this is Yuan, right? From what I've watched, this is Yuan. And that's it.
Live it up, 무의미해 발버둥치네 같은 곳에 머문 듯해 다시 끝없는 갈증을 낳는 채 신기를 쫓아도 거기엔 없는데 허물한 찰나 완벽한 환상 현실을 가린 채 사라진 눈에 보이는 결말 마주쳐버린 희망 속의 light 더욱더 교묘해져 my
Okay, we're pretty much almost, we're more than halfway through the song. I will say, once again, I always like, okay, so there was a build up to the chorus, which had more percussion that I like. I love drums, which I loved, and then the chorus was cool. I think I like the chorus a little bit more in Boca, but I like the chorus in this as well, but it's more of the chorus to listen to, because we're not at the end of the song yet. But I do, Dami's rap in this was like, how do you say, I like how it was like, how do you say, consistent toward the end. Like at the beginning it was like some pauses after each, I don't know, line or word or whatever, and then it was very consistent at the end. She was just like this, or like just like this over and over again, which I thought was great. And then I think right after Dami we got Hendon, which great vocalist as well. I think all of their vocals are awesome. And I think, if I'm right, Shion does a lot of the more sustained notes from what I'm seeing in these music videos, especially, I didn't mention it, but in Boca, Shion was doing a lot of the sustained notes, or the notes during the chorus that were held. But yeah, currently right now, Sua is singing, and I like so far how it's going. Yeah, I do. It's really surprising me when it like pulls back on sound. Like you have this sort of, I guess, energized chorus or something that has more energy in it, and then you just totally pull all that back with a rap section that sounds more electronic. You know what I mean? So yes, let's continue.
조금씩 조금씩 사라져가는 걸멈 나를 따라만 오는 줄 알았던 그림자를 따라가는 듯이 바꾸지 못하는 운명 속에 희망은 더 사라져가 근데 눈을 가려오다 더 깊이 빠져들었어 다가갈 듯한 거짓말 달콤함을 가르쳐 여기서 너무한 나와 끝까지 맞서려는 절망 끝이 없을 것 같아 First 여긴 찾던 곳이 아닌 걸 너무 유토피아
Okay, alright. And it switches during the chorus section. It switches a lot between Shion and Sua. So I actually can't tell who's doing the sustained notes or the longer belted out notes or however you want to say it. But Shion having like the blonde hair and like the piercing sort of blue or green eyes, it's awesome. And then you had Chiron with like 2 different color eyes, which was very like weird to see because one of them was like purple, I think. I don't remember what the other one was, even though it was just right there. And then you had the visual of Jiu with like a blindfold on with fire around her, which was also very cool. But this says in the end the Dreamcatchers couldn't find the utopia what they dreamed of. Well, there's technically, I guess, no real utopia. You know, and at least in the physical world, there's no true utopia because everything there's never always peace. And when there is peace, it's short-lived, you know. But yeah, I think it's sort of like them trying to build a utopia, but them finding out that the world isn't one. Like there's hate all around, there's negativity, there's you know, like let's say people losing lives. And diseases and viruses and everything like that. You know, people will always lie to you. And I think that was one of the lies, like plausible lies, I think that's what it said. There's always going to be people lying and cheating and doing bad things. So you can't find a utopia. You can find a place where you're happy, but there's always going to be something bad, you know. So utopia is not really a thing. And it says what they dreamed of, so their version of a utopia just couldn't come to life. But maybe someone else's version of utopia where they know, you know, that bad things gonna happen and they accept that. I'm sorry for the yelling. I'm sorry for the continuous glitching as well. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get it fixed, but it's sort of not working at the moment. But that's my take on it. I do like Odd Eye a lot. I like the chorus. As I say, I always love Dreamcatcher's choruses. I don't know what it is, but always the choruses are the best, to me at least. And yeah, 6 mini album. How many do they have in total? But yeah, I'm trying to differentiate like their vocals and everything, but it's very hard to do since I've only heard so much of what they can do, you know. But more Dreamcatcher Mind coming out. More Dreamcatcher. I'm gonna do some more Big Metal because their new album just came out, and Bandmade. Love Bites. I need to actually continue with that album because that band's also really cool. But more Dreamcatcher, please, very much so. I'm trying to find who I like the best. I had who I liked the best at first, but then over like the little time that I've been watching like their videos, it's like changing, and I just don't know. Like at first I was like, because I don't like rap, and so when I figured out that I liked Dami rapping, I was like, oh, Dami's my favorite. And then over time I was like, from the videos I was watching, I was like, oh, Yuon's my favorite. Then I was like, oh, Shion's my favorite. Then Sua's my favorite. Jesus Christ. And then, yeah, I just like figured out that every time, you know, I just liked every one of them. And so I guess I don't have a bias for someone that I like the most. But I know who I like the most. I know who I like first, if that means anything. But yes, that's all I have for you. I guess that's the end of the dystopian storyline. There may be more. It says many albums, so I assume there's probably more to the. Well, it says Road to Utopia, so there's probably more. And these were just the ones that focused on the dystopian part of the story. But I don't know. But that is all I have for you. Yeah, just join Discord, chat there, more requests there, and yeah, that's all I have for you. Thank you for watching.